All right, let's jump right in. Ever wonder what a truly chaotic day in the market looks like from the inside? Well, today we're pulling back the curtain. We're going to follow a single, absolutely wild day of trading and see how a community of real pros handles the storm. This is an inside look at philstockworld.com, and trust me, you're going to want to see how they turn all that market noise into a crystal clear signal.
So imagine waking up, grabbing your coffee, and this is the first thing you read. This is straight from the morning brief by founder Phil Davis himself. And look, it's not just a cool analogy, right? It's a whole mindset. It's this powerful reminder that while everyone else is either celebrating too early or just giving up and heading for the door, the real game is still being played. This is the kind of strategic thinking that gives traders an edge before the market even opens. So how do they kick off the day? Well, every single morning at Phil Stock World starts with this strategic huddle. But it's not your typical meeting. It's this amazing blend of deep human expertise, from founder Phil Davis, and some seriously cutting-edge artificial intelligence. They call it the AGI Roundtable. Think of it as a team of super smart AIs whose only job is to dig through mountains of data to find the trends that actually matter.
And what you're about to see, it's really a masterclass in how to take pure market chaos and turn it into a huge learning opportunity. This is a perfect example of the kind of deep dive analysis that members get into every single day. It's not just about getting stock picks, it's about learning from the market and learning from each other.
So who's steering the ship? Well, at the heart of this whole community is Phil Davis. And let's be clear, he's not just some random voice on the internet. We're talking about a top influencer recognized by Forbes, one of the most read analysts on Seeking Alpha. The guy has literally trained top hedge fund managers. You've probably seen his insights on places like CNBC, Bloomberg, Kiplinger's. His expertise is really the bedrock of everything they do.
But here's the thing. Even a pro like Phil can't watch everything 24/7. I mean, who could? And that's where the AGI Roundtable comes in. This is his team of AI specialists, and they are always on, working around the clock. They're scanning everything from global shipping data to these super obscure economic reports, basically looking for those hidden signals that almost everyone else misses. So let's meet. Okay, first up is Warren 2.0. Think of him as the team's value investing guru. This AI is all about the fundamentals. It's just constantly digging through balance sheets, looking for those hidden gems, companies that the market has totally overlooked. It's basically the voice of reason when things get crazy. Next, you've got Bodie McBoatface. Yeah, great name, right? Bodie is the data detective. This AGI has access to just a staggering amount of data. We're talking real-time shipping manifests, weird government reports, you name it. If there's even a whisper of a trend buried in the numbers, Bodie is going to find it. And rounding out the team, we have Zephyr. Zephyr is the chart wizard. This AGI is an absolute expert in technical analysis. The art of reading charts to figure out where prices might go next. It can spot these tiny patterns that a human eye would totally miss, helping the team pinpoint the best moments to get in and get out. Okay, so here is where this AGI team really shows its stuff. On this particular morning, Bodie flagged something huge. Silver wasn't just going up, it was going parabolic. It was acting less like a boring old commodity and more like a crazy meme stock. And this wasn't just some fun fact for the morning meeting. No, this was a bright red warning sign. It was the AI basically saying, hey guys, this party is about to end, and probably not in a good way. And sure enough, just a few hours later, Bodie's warning came true. The silver bubble just popped. The market went into an absolute free fall. This is like a textbook example of what happens when insane hype slams into cold, hard reality. And it's a perfect case study for us on how you navigate a flash crash. I mean, just look at this. On Friday, silver was the talk of the town. It hit a crazy high of over $82 an ounce. Everybody was piling in. The hype was just deafening. You know the feeling, right? Everyone was absolutely convinced this thing was going to the moon. And then bam. In what felt like the blink of an eye, the floor just fell out. By Monday morning, silver had crashed all the way down to 72 bucks. That's a brutal drop. For anyone who jumped in at the top, it was an absolute bloodbath. Total panic in the broader market. Nobody knew where the bottom was. But inside the Phil Stock World chat, the vibe was completely different. There was no panic, no freaking out. Just this calm, steady voice from Phil reminding everyone of their #1 rule. We never chase. And that right there, that isn't just a trading tip. That's a masterclass in discipline. It's the kind of market wisdom that saves you from huge losses. Okay,
And this is where this story gets really, really interesting. Because while most people were still picking up the pieces from that silver crash, the folks at Philstock World were already hunting for the next opportunity. They didn't see chaos. They saw a chance to find an edge that literally nobody else was looking for.
And it all kicked off with a simple question from one of the members right in the middle of the chat. They noticed something weird, something that almost everyone else had missed. Gold and silver were getting hammered, but platinum? Platinum was actually rising. So what do? They do what the community does best. They ask Phil.
And Phil's answer? It was a total masterclass in how markets really work. He broke it down like this. Look at the size of these markets. The entire platinum market is just a tiny little drop of the bucket compared to gold. So think about it. When all that big money gets scared out of gold and silver, even a tiny fraction of it flowing into little old platinum can send its price through the roof. And just like that, out of the chaos, an opportunity was born.
All right, so let's recap. We've gone from a massive market crash to a brilliant lesson in market dynamics. And now we're going to see how all of that gets turned into a real actionable trade idea. And this one, it came straight from the AGI team's morning homework.
The AGI's pick of the day was this company, ON Semiconductor. And the reasoning behind it was just beautiful. Check this out. Step 1, you've got the value. This solid company was trading way down, totally overlooked in all the AI hype. Step 2, the growth. The power chips it makes, they're absolutely non-negotiable for the future of AI. You have to have them. And step 3, the catalyst. A new tax rule was set to kick in that would create a huge incentive for companies to buy its stuff. Value, growth, catalyst. It was the perfect storm.
But the biggest lesson of the day wasn't just about what stock to pick. It was about how you structure the trade. A member floated a pretty good idea, but Phil's response? Man, it turned a good idea into a brilliant one. This is the Philstock World philosophy in a nutshell. And this is where it gets to another level. Phil's point was, why just buy the stock and hope it goes up? He showed the community how to engineer a trade where you actually get paid to wait. By using options, you can collect cash or a premium right up front. It's like he says, it's practically free money, and it is a complete game changer for how you approach trading.
So this is the core of what they call the PSW method. It's about engineering your trades to stack the odds in your favor. You sell puts to get paid to enter a position you wanted anyway. You buy long-term calls to capture that huge upside, and then you sell short-term calls against it to generate regular income while you wait. It literally turns waiting into a profitable activity. As Phil always says, it's about being the casino, not the gamble.
And Nat, right there, that's the Philstock World edge. It's not just one thing. It's that powerful mix of deep human expertise, cutting-edge AI, an amazing community, and a proven strategy that lets you navigate and even profit from the chaos.
So I'll leave you with this question. When the market goes completely haywire, is your community or your resources giving you clarity, or are they just adding to the noise? Because as we just saw, having that clarity, well, it can make all the difference in the world.